1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, yes, yes. Or should I say, no, no, no. What the hell is going on? Oh dear. If it ain't one thing, it's another. With a lineal champ, Tyson Fury. Okay, so let's set this baby up. Let's set it up. Let's set it up. Okay, so. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? How are we going to start this thing off? You know what the show is about? Matter of fact, let me just write it down right now in the as a banner. Let's write it in. Let's create a banner. Tyson Fury in bribery. Bribery scandal. Scandal. Allegation. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, that seems appropriate. Add that. Where is it? There it is. Boom. Let's bring it up. Okay. So that's the yeah. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay. So this is You Are in Tune to Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And today we're talking about the Tyson Fury situation. And in order to allow the area to populate, I think it only right, proper, and fair that we actually listen to the video, let the area populate, and then we will get stuck in. Okay, so let's go to the video. Let's okay. Let's get some volume on this. Okay. What else are we looking to do? Let's share this. Let's take this down. Yeah. Let's take that down. Okay. Go back into comments. And let me share with you. Where are we? Are we sharing? I think we're sharing. Uh-oh. In tune. That was the sound check. Raphael Dawkins. Okay, and that's loud and clear. So let's get into the proper window to share this now. Okay. Let's kill the music for the time being and get the sharing.
Yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And today, we look at a story which just broke. And it ain't good news. Ain't good news at all. Okay, so Tyson Fury faces fresh drugs probe as the farmer, or a farmer, alleges he was offered money to lie. Okay, so let's get into the story. So, as the subheading goes, Tyson Fury was given a backdated drugs ban after a failed test in 2015. That's a drugs test for boxing. But a farmer has now alleged he was offered cash to lie about providing a heavyweight boxer with wild boar meat. Okay, so Tyson Fury is facing a fresh investigation into his failed drug test in 2015 after a farmer alleged he was offered £25,000 to lie and cover for the heavyweight champion. Okay, so Fury and his cousin Huey were given a backdated 2-year drugs ban after testing positive for elevated levels of the banned steroid nandrolone in February 2015. Okay, so the pair of them, both Tyson and his cousin Huey, blamed the elevated levels of the substance on eating uncastrated wild boar or contaminated supplements, and insisted they never intentionally cheated. But Lancashire farmer Martin Carefoot has now alleged to the Mail on Sunday that he was asked to lie about supplying wild boar to the Furies, having never done so, and that he was offered £25,000 for his services, which he was never paid. Oh dear, how unfortunate. Okay, so there we find the motive for the story. There was allegedly £25,000, which he was supposed to be paid, but apparently never was. Okay, so Carefoot, the farmer from Lancashire, claims he signed 2 witness statements confirming that he had been the supplier to the pair, which were both forwarded to UCAD via lawyers. Okay, so UCAD have now promised to review any potential evidence and launch a fresh investigation if necessary, as they urged anyone with further information on the claims to contact them. Okay, so if anyone has any information that would be of interest to UCAD and its investigations on any matter, we urge them to contact us, said a UCAD spokesman. Okay, Fury tested positive in February 2015, but had beaten Vladimir Klitschko to become the world heavyweight champion by the time he was charged by UCAD, which was 16 months later. Okay, so Carefoot alleges he was visited by a member of Fury's team in November 2016 and asked to lie about supplying the meat products, signing 2 witness statements, including one with a line which read, "I supplied a range of animal meats and offal to Team Fury, including wild boar and pigs." Carefoot told the Mail on Sunday, "I have never kept wild boar. I have never killed a wild boar. I just went along with it, and they always dangled this carrot in front of me that I was going to get paid. When things got quite serious, they offered me a sum of money before it went to court in London, and a sum of money after. I went along with them because I suppose in my own way, I was just helping them out. I feel sick of the lies and deceit, and the public need to know the truth," said Carefoot. Okay, so what do I make of this? What do I make of this? How do I dissect this? Well, you have to ask, what was the motive? What is the motive? What is the motive of Carefoot? What's in it for him? Well, I think plain and simply, it's the line. This line tells it all. This line right here. What? It says £25,000. He was asked to lie about supplying the wild boar to the Furies, having never done so, and was offered £25,000 for his services. which he never received. He was never paid. So, if this is the case, if Martin Carefoot did indeed have two witness statements supplied by solicitors, by lawyers to UCAD with his signature, and he can show that he has never had wild boar on his property, never dealt in wild boar, has no receipts of ever buying or selling wild boar, but yet he's provided witness statements saying that he provided them for Fury. If that is the case, then that's a poor indictment on Fury. If he provided statements from Carefoot that he received a product which Carefoot has never sold or had on his farm, then it don't look good at all. UCAD could open up an inquiry and level charges about supplying false information by Tyson Fury and Huey Fury. That could lead to potentially some very, very serious charges for Tyson Fury and his cousin, Huey. It's very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate turn of events, just when Tyson Fury appeared to have turned the corner and gained some level of public success or esteem. Is being looked at now. He's becoming highly regarded. He turned the corner, and unfortunately now, if these allegations prove to be correct, then once again, Tyson Fury could have earned the name of a deceiver and a scammer. So I hope for his own sake that these allegations are untrue. That would mean that Carefoot, the farmer, will have never have provided UCAD with the documentation that he says he has. If he has provided them with documentation, and if it can be shown that he has never dealt in wild boar, then that is not a very good look for Tyson Luke Fury. So I guess the truth will come out, and we'll have to wait and see how UCAD decide to progress with this thing. Does it put his fight with Deontay Wilder in jeopardy? I shouldn't think so. You just don't know. How are UCAD going to respond to this? How do you respond to this? It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it's the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live shows, Monday and Wednesdays, 10 p.m. UK time.
Bam. Okay, let's stop sharing and let's get this music back. Okay, we got the beats back. Okay, so let me just adjust this thing so it's comfortable. Microphone stand, and let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Where are we? Okay, let me get my backdrop right. There we are. Okay, first things first. You are in tune to Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And we are chopping up a story which I broke this morning, early morning. Tyson Fury in bribery scandal, bribery allegation. Okay, but first, let's do the roll call. It's Will in the building. Or is it Vitor Carleone? And it's the hard talk boxing. It's the Jordan D. And it's this guy whose name escapes me. My Arabic is a bit rusty. It is the Monique up in the building. Good evening to you, Monique. And who we got here? The God of War. Tyson's win probably reminded the farmer of his 25K. Okay, what's going on here? And Jordan D. What's going on here? What is going on here? I don't see how adequate proof could be provided. Sale logs? Yeah, sale logs. Why is this guy coming out with this now when Fury's popular after years? Well, it's not like Fury was unknown before. It's not like he was unknown before. And like the God of War said, yeah, he's probably the farmer. What's his name? Martin Clearfoot. Martin Clearfoot, as you see him on the screen, you know, having some time with his livestock. That, incidentally, is a cow. Apparently, Martin Clearfoot, what is it? Clearfoot? Martin Clearfoot says he doesn't keep wild boar and never has. Never had wild boar on his property. Don't deal in wild boar. So, the first question. Oh, yeah. Let's get things correct. Smash that like button, folks. Get your comments in, share, subscribe, hit the bell icons for notifications, and subscribe to me on Twitter. And the area that you're typing in, don't forget the area you're typing on. It's got a little dollar sign underneath. That's where you can make your little contribution. Make your little contribution to the show. It's not obligatory. It is optional. And we have Ped up in the building. How do you do, Ped? Good to see you. Okay. And Cristiano Wu. Fury's covering up his coronavirus. Hit that dollar sign if you can. But don't strain yourself. If it's going to strain your wrist, don't do it. Otherwise, feel free to go ahead. Okay. So, what's going on? Okay, so where do we start? Where do we begin? Well, I don't know how much you all know about the story, but this fella here, Martin Clearfoot. Let's give you another picture of Clearfoot. Chilling on his farm. There we go. So Farmer Martin Clearfoot has come out and said that he was approached by, well, let me structure this. Let me tell you the structure. First of all, we're going to deal with Martin Clearfoot's allegation. And then we're going to look at the counter allegations from Frank Warren. Okay, so it's going to be two sides of the story. You're getting two sides of the story here. Let me turn myself up in the cans. Can't hear myself. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, that's nice. We're nice. Let me just twist this around just a little bit. Okay, we're good. We're in good shape. Okay, so we're looking at the two sides of the story. We're looking at Martin Clearfoot's side, the farmer, pictured here. And we shall be taking a look at the counter allegations from Frank Warren. Okay, so where do we begin? Actually, let's get up. Let's get the article up so you can see the words for yourselves. So let me share this. Where is this here? Let me move this along. Move it along. Okay. Let's share. Firstly, let's take the banner down and share. I think I need to turn this down just a little bit. And then share this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, where are we? Okay, so Tyson Fury, as you all know already, is facing fresh allegations. Now we want to look at the actual allegations. Okay, so Lancashire farmer Martin Clearfoot has now alleged to the Mail on Sunday that he was asked to lie about supplying wild boar to Tyson Fury, having never done so, and was offered £25,000 for his services. Now, the issue here is that according to Martin Clearfoot, he was never paid. So according to Martin Clearfoot, the deal for him to give false testimony, false evidence, which he did so by providing 2 witness statements, which is confirmed by Frank Warren. We'll get into that when we go over to Frank Warren's statement, which will be also up on the screen, so you can see the words for yourselves. Okay, so he was never paid. So when people say, what is the motive? What is the motive for this guy? It was because, according to him, he's owed $25K from the Fury side. That's Tyson Fury and Huey Fury. Okay, so UCAD have now promised to review any potential evidence and launch a fresh investigation if necessary, as they urge anyone with further information on the claims to contact them. Yeah, I'm not working today. Big boys boxing. Nah, nice day off. I think I earned it. I think I deserve it. So, we are live. Good to have you in the chat. Okay, well, we'll be back at work next Sunday. That's just how it goes, but you got to make the most of these opportunities. You got to make the most of your Sundays off. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, so this guy is clearly upset. As far as he's concerned, he's owed $25K. $25K. Yeah, and a lot of comments. I better go back into the comments. I'm going straight back into the comments as soon as well. Let's do that now. Are there any more further pertinent points? Pertinent points? I don't think so. I think we chopped it up. We've had the video. We've had the words. We've seen them clearly. I think we are ready for the discussion, for the debate. So let's stop that and let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's get into the comments now. Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Aaron Mason in the building. Big boys boxing. Asking me what's happening with Sunday night work. Not this Sunday. I'm taking the day off. I deserve it. I've earned it. Chilling with the people. Chilling with the Combat Radio crew. Okay. So good to have you in here. Okay, so where are we at? Let's say Fury's found guilty. Would he be stripped? Okay, so everybody is on the ball. Everybody's on the ball. Okay, so that was Exhibit A. And perhaps now it's time that I move to Exhibit B. I was gonna save this for a video, but people are too sharp. People are too sharp up in here. So we're going to chop this up. So we're going to have this as Exhibit B. Let's line this baby up. Let's line this baby up. Okay, where is it? Is this it? Yeah. Okay. Let's come out of that. Come out of this. Boom. 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 And let's share. Let us share. Where is it? There it is. Are we sharing? Okay. So, Tyson Fury told to carry on as champion by WBC chief Mauricio Suleiman. This is Exhibit B, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B up on your screen now. So, Tyson Fury's weekend plans were curtailed by coronavirus, but his reign as world heavyweight champion is set to continue despite new allegations concerning his drug testing history. Okay, so hours after the Mail on Sunday alleged a farmer by the name of Martin Clearfoot had been offered money to provide an alibi for Fury's failed test in 2015. The Morecambe fighter made no reference to the claims in a post on Instagram. Okay, under a picture in which he and a friend posed in Batman and Robin outfits, Fury wrote, We were going to do a half marathon today, but it got cancelled. Obvious reasons, coronavirus. But we're going to do a half marathon at home, Batman and Robin style. Okay, so Mauricio Suleiman, president of the WBC, whose belt Fury won from Deontay Wilder in Las Vegas last month, said the allegations would have no impact. The allegations will have no impact on Tyson Fury's reign as champion. Okay. Fury and his cousin Huey initially tested positive for nandrolone in 2015, which they subsequently blamed on eating uncastrated wild boar meat, citing a farmer called Martin Carefoot, who claimed to have provided them with the product. So that's an important little piece of information there. In their defense, they named the farmer. They named the farmer Martin Carefoot, the same guy who's making these allegations. So they clearly have a relationship. The Furies, both Huey and Tyson and Martin Clearfoot, the farmer making the allegation. Okay, so we've established that connection. After an expensive and elongated standoff with UKAD anti-doping, Tyson and Fury received a retrospective 2-year ban each and were able to resume their careers in 2017 after Tyson Fury came out of retirement. Okay, so, yeah. The World Boxing Council President Suleiman said the new allegations are irrelevant in regard to Fury's right to continue to hold the WBC heavyweight title belt. Suleiman told The Sun, personally, I prefer to believe Tyson Fury ahead of someone who has already admitted to lying in legal documents for financial gain. Boom, boom, boom. Once again, confirming the connection between the Furies and farmer Clearfoot. The person who has claimed he accepted money to lie should be the one on trial, in my personal opinion, especially when he has waited 5 years to tell his story. Secondly, around this time, Tyson Fury was not involved with the WBC. He did not fight Klitschko for the WBC belt. It was for the other titles. So this issue does not impact on him being our heavyweight world champion. Okay, so that answers the question on how does this affect Tyson Fury's current position as WBC heavyweight champion. So I hope that satisfies that question. So let's stop sharing that and get back into the chat. Let's bring Martin up again. Let's see him on his little, there we are. There we are. Okay. We have a little scroll down here, see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Where are we? Okay, so that's where we were. Let's say Fury's found guilty. Would he be stripped? No. No. According to Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC El Presidente, Tyson Fury is good. Does not concern the WBC as far as Mauricio Suleiman is concerned. Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Just like to dissect the information. Just like to dissect and collate the information. This is old news. We knew that Fury popped dirty in 2015, says God of War. Well, we knew that he popped dirty. But what we didn't know is that he never actually, I mean, who believed that he ate wild boar meat? Who amongst us believed that Tyson Fury actually ate wild boar meat? Did anybody believe that? I don't think anybody believed that. So that was always considered to be a lie. But what we have now is evidence or a statement from the farmer concerned, the farmer that Fury themselves named as the guy they got the meat from. That same farmer is saying that no such thing happened. It was a fraud. So we may have always thought it was a fraud, but now it is being confirmed by the farmer. The farmer's confirming it was a fraud, and the farmer is confirming, according to his statement, that he was bribed. It was a bribe. He accepted a bribe for $25K. Wrote the statements that he was asked to write, 2 statements, which is confirmed by Frank Warren. We'll go into Frank Warren's statements shortly after we deal with the questions and the statements in the chat. Okay, so it's not old news. This is new news. This is new news. We have never spoken. We've never heard from the farmer concerned, Martin Clearfoot, seen in the picture here, tending his farm. We've never heard from him. So this is new news. Okay, so Last King of Scotland. The Daily Mail paid $50K for this guy's story. Damn. So he got the $25K plus the $25K, and he probably still wants his original $25K. So it could be $75K up. I don't know if he's going to get, a paper bag, a brown paper bag. I don't know if he's going to get a brown paper bag shoved through his letterbox with the $25K in it, but it's a bit late in the day now. If he was owed the $25K, then wouldn't it be better to pay it in a prompt and timely manner rather than 5 years later after he's already got $50K? That's what? That's $10K per year for waiting. That's $10K per year for waiting if this $50K thing is true. I haven't heard about the $50K, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that it could very likely be true. I'm assuming that the last king of Scotland has a source for that. I'm going to assume that he has a source for that. The Daily Mail has had this agenda against Fury for about 8 years. Damn, that's a long time. So they've had the agenda against Fury for 8 years, and Farmer Clearfoot has been waiting for 5 years. Damn. Jordan D says the UK tabloids are not fans of Fury, but I thought he was turning it around. Tyson Fury was turning it around. He was turning it around. Appearing on morning time TV. And now this. Dame. Okay, let's have a look. Will says Suleiman has already made a statement saying Fury's belt is not in jeopardy. Yeah, I just chopped up that article, so that is on here for prosperity. I was gonna save that for a video, but I thought let's just bung that one in two. Okay, yeah, Fury, we pay the guy off before he goes to court. Well, it's a bit late in the day now. I would imagine his price has gone up. Because if you charge somebody something and he wait 5 years to pay you, if that story is true, then surely you're going to want some interest on that. Eight-year ban. Well, that's in the UK, but you will recall that Tyson Fury is now very clear and categorical and unambiguous about his feelings about fighting in the UK. Tyson Fury has made it known. Tyson Fury has made it known that he ain't fighting in the UK no more. Is that connected to this? Is Tyson Fury's reluctant to fight in the UK anymore related to this? I don't know. But these questions are questions we have to look at, and we shall look at them. We shall be delving into them. Where's that picture I was looking for? Okay, so let's get back into the comments. That's King of Scotland. I wouldn't trust the Daily Mail or the Sun. Well, it's not the Daily Mail or the Sun. It's Martin Clearfoot. Martin Clearfoot is the farmer that they named as the supplier of the meat. And now he's saying not only did he not supply the meat, but he has never supplied wild boar. It was a fictitious story. He accepted a bribe, but was never paid. That's Martin Clearfoot's position. As if anybody believed the Nandrolone actually came from boar meat. Exacte mundo. Did anybody ever believe that story? Did anybody actually believe that story? Nah, Fury cheated and should have been done with it. But Fury is a master conman. As is Frank Warren. Damn. Those are strong words. Very, very strong words. But let's face it. Fury is known as a trickster. A very wily, cunning fox. Or should I say wolf? It's too big to be a fox. No, I didn't believe that story. Nobody believed the wild boar meat story. We're just getting confirmation from this cat now, Martin Clearfoot, that no wild boar. Don't have it, never killed it. Oh dear. Oh, Frank, aka Bricktop, is on it, mate. Bricktop is on it. Bricktop's story, Bricktop's version of events is coming right up. Okay, retrospective bans are no bans. UCAD is such a mess. Yeah, that retroactive ban was a bit dodgy. No doubt. But you see, the question is that UCAD allegedly paid £600,000 £600,000 for that investigation. Now, when it's reinvestigated, if it is proved that Tyson Fury submitted false evidence, does he get charged? Does he get charged for the tab? Does he have to pick up the 600K tab? And by the time they do the second investigation, are they going to lump in that money as well? They can say, okay, you're 6 for the first one. Depending on how long you drag out the second one, will depend on how much more you have to pay. If we make it quick, we can call that 200K. Actually, if we make it super quick, we can call it 100K. That's 700,000 you owe us. £750,000. That's my question. Do UCAD now charge Tyson Fury with contempt of court, with perjury? Is that how it is going to go down? Aaron Mason says the retrospective ban allowed Fury to become a law unto himself. I'm not being funny, but how did he become the WBC mandatory? OMG. Well, he leapfrogged Dillian White. Dillian White. Some say the decent thing to do after it leapfrogged him the first time is to let Dillian go and fight Wilder now, after doing you the courtesy. But that's not how it played out. No problem, Jordan D. He's still a WBC heavyweight champ, and they're not looking to strip him. So Tyson Fury is secure in his WBC champion status. He is a champ. He remains the champ. Yeah, I'm done with Charles defending his cheating. Yeah, I mean, I just say call it as I see it. He, as far as the gloves concerned, he may have used the gloves in unconventional manners. Was there cheating involved with the way he used the gloves? Well, yeah, but as far as I could see, all the evidence suggests to me that he's had his hand firmly in the glove, firmly tucked up in the glove. It was the way he used the gloves, with the inside, the slapping with the left hand to set up the right hand. That was illegal. But we can't say that no other champs have used, shall we say, shady methods. Evander Holyfield with the head. Was it Lennox Lewis would grab around Muhammad Ali would hold around the back of the head. There's lots of little tactics that you can throw in there that are not quite legal. Okay, the glove situation is still bullish. Yes, it is bullish. I think I've debunked that. I think I've debunked the glove situation. I think you were there. Check out the show, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Tyson gloves were stuffed with the hair of the wild boar. Oh dear. I hear that the wild boar hair can be very, very prickly, very spiky, depending on what part of the wild boar you shave the hair from. I shall not elaborate. It's just something that I heard. Okay. I don't believe any of the Wildette's excuses for losing are true, but can't deny Fury has cheated. Well, yes. I don't think nobody's claiming that either of the Furies are angels, but I think the win for me stands, and it is legit. That's Fury Wilder 2. Fury's victory stands, and it is, from all the information I've been able to compile, it is legit. Okay, let us move on. We've got Exhibit A. that was, well, let's change the picture as well. Let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? There is, there he is. His favorite cow, Lucy. That's Lucy, ladies and gentlemen. Lucy. Okay. So we've had Exhibit A, which was statements from the farmer seen here, Martin Clearfoot. And Exhibit B was the statement from Mauricio. Better share that again for anybody who's just jumped in. Exhibit B was the statement from Mauricio Suleiman, saying that Tyson Fury stands as WBC champion. His position is unaffected. Mauricio Suleiman goes on to say Tyson Fury was not fighting for the WBC championship at the time. It was for the other belts. So his position is unaffected in the WBC. Okay, so let's stop that and let's go over to Exhibit C. Let's pull that in here. Let's pull this across here. See if we can get this in position. Okay, there we have it. Now, let me share. Sharing is caring, folks. Okay. So, I think we're sharing now. Are we? Oh, damn. It's a good thing I checked. Stop sharing that and yeah, there we are. There we have it. Exhibit C. Okay, so Tyson Fury doping allegations. Frank Warren denies new claims. Okay, so Frank Warren says Tyson Fury never met this man in his life. What a load of rubbish. We'll leave this with you, Cat, to look into. And don't expect it to go any further. Damn. Don Corleone, Frank Warren has spoken. He says, we'll leave this with you, Cat, and don't expect it to go any further. Damn. Strong words from the man they call Bricktop. Old Fish Eyes, affectionately known as Old Fish Eyes, has spoken stern words. Don't expect this to go any further. Okay, so Frank Warren strongly denied allegations Tyson Fury's team bribed a farmer to lie about his failed drug test in 2015. The Mail on Sunday, a member said, a male of Fury's team agreed to pay the farmer, Martin Carefoot, £25,000 in return for a signed testimony that Tyson Fury failed his 2015 drug test because of eating wild boar, uncastrated boar, no less. Okay, and that's the first problem with Frank Warren's statement. The first problem with Frank Warren's statement emerges immediately because Frank Warren says that Tyson Fury has never met Martin Carefoot. The problem with that is Martin Carefoot never alleged that he had met Tyson Fury. Indeed, it says, or Martin says, that a Fury team member, a representative of Tyson Fury, Huey Fury, approached him with the proposition. So Frank Warren saying that Tyson Fury has never met Martin Carefoot is inadmissible because Martin Carefoot never claimed to have met him. So that's kind of like a red herring. That's a red herring. We can throw that out of court. Okay, so that's debunked. So let's carry on. Okay, so Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, labeled the allegations as outrageous and said in a statement, the farmer making these outrageous claims sent me a letter last October full of errors. What does he mean? What does Frank Warren mean when he says full of errors? What does that mean? Errors? What, grammatical errors? Was his punctuation off? What was off? What was off? Full of errors. That's very interesting. Make a mental note of that. Make a mental note of that because we'll be coming back to that. Okay, so where is it? Email full of errors. And basically telling me he had committed perjury by signing statements under oath and lying. Damn. I don't know if Frank Warren was trying to help Fury here, but it seems like he dug him in the right little hole. Seems like Frank Warren was trying to help Fury, but he seems like he dug him in a right little hole. Because with that statement, he confirms that Martin Clearfoot was working on the behalf of the defense of Tyson Fury in his drug case with UCAD. Frank Warren confirms that Martin Clearfoot was working along with the defense, on the defense side of the Tyson Fury, Huey Fury drug case 2015 with UCAD. Let me just reiterate what Warren just said. Let me make it 100% perfectly clear. So Warren labeled the allegations as outrageous and said in a statement, the farmer making the outrageous allegation sent me a letter, or was it a letter or email, last October, full of errors and basically telling me that he had committed perjury by signing statements under oath and lying. So Frank Warren has basically confirmed the relationship. He's saying that they never met. Tyson and Clearfoot never met. But Clearfoot was working on behalf of the defense. And he offered statements. He signed statements. That's more than one. So he signed multiple statements under oath on behalf of the Tyson Fury defense. Okay, so that's very interesting. I don't know if Frank Warren helped at all. He just confirmed the relationship. Okay, so Warren goes on to say, when I called him, he asked me for money. I told him to clear off and get in contact with UCAD. Get in contact with UCAD. He chose not to speak to UCAD, but instead to speak to the newspapers. So I guess when Warren called him, when Warren called Clearfoot, he asked for money. Could this be the $25,000 pounds? Could this be the 25,000 pounds that Clearfoot vigorously states that he's owed by Tyson and Huey Fury for cooperating with them and handing in false statements, perjuring himself, putting himself in contempt of court? Was that the money that Martin Clearfoot was asking for? And if so, if Frank Warren had secured those monies from Tyson Fury and Huey Fury, what, 12K each? 12.5K each. That's 25, yeah? 2 times 12.5 is 25. Would it not have been, if it is true that they owed him that money, that they promised him that money, but never paid him that money, would it not have been more sensible for Frank Warren to contact the Furies and say, listen, this guy's making noise. You better pay him the money you owe him. If you owe him money, pay him money. If you didn't pay him the 25K, then pay him the 25K. You know, the best things in life are free. But you don't get false statements for uncastrated boar from a farmer that doesn't produce boar. You don't get that. That don't come for free. That costs 25K. That's the market value. The market value for false statements for perjuring oneself apparently is 25K. Now, if it's true that they said they pay him the 25 and they didn't pay him the 25, now would it not have been made more sense to just pay him the damn money? Would that have not made more sense? Why let this thing go through the courts? Why drag your name through the mud if indeed you promised that you pay him 25 and you didn't pay him the 25? Okay, so Warren goes on to say, how anybody can take this man seriously is beyond belief. It's beyond belief. Tyson has never met this man in his life. Well, nobody's alleging that Tyson has ever met the man in his life. In fact, Clearfoot doesn't allege that he's met the man. So that's kind of, I don't know, is that admissible in court? Is that admissible or inadmissible? Is that relevant or irrelevant? Kind of irrelevant. What a load of rubbish. We'll leave this with you, Cat, to look into. And don't expect it to go any further. OMG. Okay, what's other statements did old Fish Eyes make? These statements, the mail claims, were then forwarded to the UK anti-doping investigators via their legal team. Okay, so Martin Clearfoot's statement. Martin Clearfoot's statements were forwarded to the UK anti-doping investigations via their legal team, and it is alleged that Clearfoot has not received the promised payment of 25K. Okay. Tyson Fury's management company, MTK Global, have told Sky Sports they are making no comment at this time. UCAD and Mr. Carefoot have been contacted for comment, but at time of press, no comments have been forthcoming. Okay, so that is Frank Warren's rebuttal. But I don't know if it really helps. Not sure it really helps. Okay, so that was Exhibit C. You've had Exhibit A, which was the statement from Carefoot. Exhibit B was the statement from Mauricio Suleiman, saying that Tyson Fury's position as WBC champion is secure. And Exhibit C comes from Frank Warren, the promoter. The promoter of Tyson Fury. Yeah, why wouldn't you pay him 25K when you have millions? Yeah. I remember when I was a teenager, I had a weekend job at a hand car wash. And you wash it with sponges by hand. When I was 15. And weekend jobs. Okay. We'd have people come through, and every now and then you'd wash a car down. They paid afterwards. It was more expensive than a normal machine wash. I was doing it by hand, by sponges. It was gentler on the paintwork. But every now and then you'd have somebody just get it, smile at you, get it. It was a two-man job. One person on one side, one person on the other. They'd wash it down, wipe it down with chamois leathers, and then they'd smile at you, give you the thumbs up. Instead of paying, they just drive off. That happened every now and then. And it was, they were nice cars. So it wasn't a question of the people in the cars not being able to pay. They just didn't want to pay. So, you have a type of mentality. There is, okay, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon for notifications, and don't forget to tickle that little $sign right under where you're writing in now for the super chat. If you're enjoying this content, bringing you fresh content every day, if you're enjoying that and you want to chip in for the price of a coffee, just tickle that super chat button. It's not compulsory. It's optional. Okay, let's get into some of these comments. Let me try and skip through these. Okay, so old Bricktop is on it, mate. He's on it. And let me just remind everybody that you are in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi. No, you're not. This isn't Boxing Talk with Rafi. This is Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, but the Boxing Talk with Rafi thing, that's a different thing. That's an evening thing. These are single subject episodes which I do. So I don't call them Boxing Talk with Rafi. I just call, just let it be. Whatever the title is whatever the title is. That's how I do that. Where are we? Yeah, let's get that in there. Where is this? What happens if I press this? Okay, that comes up. Take it off. That comes up. Cool. And the gang. You get it is a mess. You scroll down. Don ZB in the building. I always told you Fury was a cheat, and a brilliant cheat for that matter. Well, I don't think anybody was really swallowing the wild boar. So nobody was swallowing the uncastrated wild boar. So it was known that excuse was a load of poppycock. I don't think anybody swallowed that wild boar. Oh, so Don ZB was here for a while. I'm done with, because I accidentally must have skipped over him. Sorry about that, Don ZB. The glove situation. Yeah, the glove situation is still nonsense. Let's get that off there. Don't believe the wildest excuses. No, not at all. John Fury should pay the farmer a visit. That will be his trailer gun and all his diesel. Well, John Fury's still on a travel ban for for popping his mate's eye out, the eye gouge. So I don't think it would be very wise for him to try to. Well, you see there, Martin Clearfoot, he's got his safety goggles on. Martin Clearfoot's got his safety goggles on. He's heard about Big John. He's not taking any chances. He's got the safety goggles on. Okay, so the farmer sent him a message asking for his money. They told him to F off, and now he went to the press. Makes perfect, was 100% sense. Why didn't you pay the man his damn money? You had an agreement. What the hell's wrong with you? Pay the man his money. If the agreement was 25K, to pay him 25K. You're a millionaire. Oh, OMG. Yeah, there was some strikes going to the back of the heads, no doubts. How did Warren know that Clearfoot didn't? How does Warren know that Clearfoot did not get in touch with UCAD as well as the papers? Good question, Philip, Carl, Roberts. We got some critical thinkers in the building. You are in tune to Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Let us proceed. We're chopping it up. We've had Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and Exhibit C. We're just dealing with the response now in the chat. Because UCAD would have... No, that's speculation. Because UCAD would have contacted Warren. Why? He's the promoter. Would UCAD not contact the fighter rather than the promoter? I think they'd contact the fighter. Surely. This will go nowhere. I'm not so sure about that. I think this will have to be investigated. This is perjury. This is contempt of court. This is a serious matter. It's he said, she said. Is it he said, she said? Well, no, because if Clearfoot can provide evidence, his paperwork, and say, see, I've never purchased a wild boar, never been on my property, never been on my land. Look at my inventory. Boom, it don't exist. Yeah, why not pay him the 25K when you have millions? Exactly. When you just pay, give unto Caesar that which is due unto Caesar. An old saying. If you owe some money, pay the damn money. Not saying he owes it. I'm just saying if he did, pay it. If Team Fury had paid him the money, he would still go to the papers. Well, that's speculation. We don't know that. We don't know what he would have done if they'd have paid. There's no reason. He didn't go to the papers in 5 years, so there's no reason to believe he would have gone to the papers. You know, well, you could say he might have gone to the papers, but he hadn't been to the papers in 5 years, so presumably if he'd have got paid the money he was due, he wouldn't, you know, he'd have got paid the money he was due. He wouldn't perjure himself. He's lined himself up for perjury now. Pablo Diablo up in the building. Smash that like button, folks. Hit that bell icon. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. Okay, so God of War. Well, UCAD based their ban on statements of this man. Now Fury has no alibi for the nandrolone in his system. Yikes. Yikes. Peligroso says Fury and Canelo shop from the same butcher. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe. The same farmer, maybe. Clearfoot clearly wants to go to prison. It's perjury. Of course it's perjury. Yeah, I lied once, but I'm not lying this time. What's up, Raf? What's up, fight fans? Yes, yes, yes. Boxing Jedi. I went deaf. What happened? What happened? So, God of War says, it's the Smarty Jones. So you're saying this man made it all up? If he says he has no boars, how can the Furies get nandrolone? Get nandrolone, yeah. Get nandrolone in their system if he has no boars. If he has no uncastrated boars. Yeah, but why wouldn't you pay when the consequences is it goes public for the whole world to hear? Well, I guess they thought that they're ace in the hole. I guess their ace in the hole is when you're doing criminal enterprises. You don't really get receipts. And who's he gonna call? Who is Martin Clearfoot gonna call? Ghostbusters? I think that was their position. If it's true, then that was clearly their position. You've been involved in a criminal enterprise. You can't go to the police and say, "Hi, he hasn't paid me my money." So I think that was the Fury's ace in the hole. But if you get somebody so riled up, I mean, I guess one hypothesis could be the man sees the guy over 5 years, he retired or whatever, and over 5 years he sees him climbing. And then he's watching his TV with his missus after he's just fed Lucy, the cow, and goes in, watches the TV, watches the PPV, wanting to see Tyson Fury get battered by Wilder because he owes him 25K and still hasn't paid it after 5 years. And to his shock and horror and dismay, he sees Tyson Fury emerge the victor. And at that point, he said, right. Now, I'm going to contact Bricktop and talk to him. I'm going to give the Furies one last chance to pay me. And Fish Eyes himself, Frank Warren, said he told him to clear off. Go on, do one. Clear off. So, Frank Warren acknowledges that he was contacted by Martin Clearfoot, the farmer, and he told him to clear off. So what else is he supposed to do? What else was Martin Clearfoot supposed to do? Went to the press and finally got some payment for his work. I don't think he really cares. I don't think Clearfoot cares that he's perjured himself. What he cares about is that he's got back at the man who reneged on a deal with him. He got get back. Get back. Payback. Yeah, James Brown, Payback. Check out that tune. Smarty Jones says, if you already confessed to lying, you have zero credibility as a witness. Well, you know, I think it's two of them in it. There's two of them in it. Martin admits that he told a lie with the statements. He admits that those are false statements he made to get paid. Whereas Tyson Fury, Huey Fury may still maintain that they were telling the truth. They may still maintain that they did buy uncastrated wild boar's meat. They may maintain that. So, you know, you got two liars, but one liar, you got two sets of liars, but one liar is saying, well, yeah, I lied, but I'm telling the truth now. Whereas the other parties, they're saying, well, we lied before and we're still lying now. You could look at it that way. You could look at it that way. Where are we? Where are we? If I had $1 for every one of Warren's lies, I could pay this man his $25K. OMG. OMG. Is this true? Is what true? Is what true? Where are we here? Where are we here? Okay. How can you build a case on the back of a lie? Well, you can do it with paperwork. You can show inventories. You can show, the inventories. Where did the wild boar come from? Where did you purchase the wild boar from? I've never had any wild boar, Your Honor. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, bribery. Bribery. Is it buffering? Is it buffering? I don't see any buffering. The BBC are saying UCAD are investigating. Yeah, well, they would have to investigate. There's a serious case going on here. Got to investigate. That cow is looking extra juicy. $12.5 each. Was buffering before? Damn. I hope it's not buffering now. Where we at? They might have to look at all the farmers' income and spending to see if his accounts add up. This might be a big mistake for Mr. Clearfoot. Well, it's not a mistake if he's telling the truth. Gucci Kid up in the building. Ghostbusters. He played me my money. You're playing with my money. Quit playing with my money. Well, no, it's not all speculation. There are some things in there which are fact. Fact. Martin Clearfoot wrote more than one statement, which was delivered to UCAD and played a role in Tyson Fury's defense. That's fact. That's acknowledged by the Clearfoot side and Frank Warren. Frank Warren himself said that. So that's a fact. It's also a fact that Clearfoot is saying that he's never had wild boar. Okay. That needs to be proven. That needs to be proven. But it is a fact that they had a relationship in the form of Clearfoot writing statements to help the Furies in court, help them get off. That's a fact. Smarty Jones says nobody with a brain believes Fury got his nandrolone from wild boar meat. He was juicy. Always nice to see ladies in the building, no doubt. No doubt. Okay, so what we got here? What's going on? 12.5 for Tyson and Yui. Pablo Diablo's not believing it. 12.5K a piece. He's not believing it. If Fury was taking steroids, why was he so obese? He wasn't. He was in the best shape of his life. He wasn't obese when he was up against Christian Hammer and Vladimir Klitschko. Okay, so yeah, we've chopped up. What the hell is this? What the hell's going on? What the hell is going on? Why am I seeing an old picture? Why am I not seeing the current picture? What's going on? What's going on? Let me get back into this. Okay, so that's good. So if I do this, it should change. Let's get into it. Yeah, if I do this, it should change back. I'll leave that on there. What about that? Just making sure I'm seeing this in a real time. Okay, yeah, we're good. We are good. Okay. So, where are we? What's the time saying? Yeah. Yes. That's the story. You have Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and Exhibit C. Exhibit A is the farmer. Martin Clearfoot. That's the farmer. That's Exhibit A. His statement. Exhibit B. Where are we with Exhibit B? Exhibit B comes from Mauricio Suleiman, saying that Tyson Fury remains as the WBC champion. That's Exhibit B. So his championship status currently is not in doubt or jeopardy. That's Exhibit B. And Exhibit C comes from Frank Warren, who says Tyson Fury has never met this man in his life. What a load of rubbish. We'll leave this with UCAD to look into, and don't expect it to go any further. So, there you have it. Exhibit A, B, and C. Okay, I think that that concludes matters. Yeah. So, what say you? What say you? Have your final put your final words in the comment section. Anybody got any questions? Is there any doubt? Is there any ambiguity? Any questions? Any questions? It's funny. It's like as soon as somebody's favorite fighter or sportsman gets popped, then then everybody's at it. Soon as someone's favorite sportsman gets popped, then the claim is everybody's doing it. If my guy's doing it, everybody's doing it. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. It's innocent until proven guilty. It's innocent until proven guilty. I'm not really gonna paint everybody with the same brush because one guy pops dirty, so everybody must be doing it. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. When somebody gets popped, then they're dirty. They don't get popped, then they have to be given the benefit of the doubt. Raf, now the LDBC will, come on, we know it's Christmas for them. As soon as I saw this in the early hours of the morning, yes, that's quality. That's what I like to see. Pablo Diablo proves that don't take a king's ransom. It don't take a king's ransom. You don't have to put over a king's ransom. Just a price of what? A cup of coffee down your local cafe. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. So much appreciated from the Pablo Diablo. That's all it takes. Little tickle. Pablo Diablo, just check to make sure it's working. Feel free to check to make sure that it's working. Just a little tickle. Yeah. And there's that mentality. If one person's been caught, then they're all at it. No. Oh, yeah. And Ayak74 says, yeah, now the LDBC are going to bore us to death with this. Of course they are. Like I said before, when I saw the news, I thought, oh, no. They're going to kill us with this now. It's just going to be non-stop, repetitive nonsense. But let's be clear. This does not in any way affect Wilder Fury 2. That fight they had there has nothing to do with this. This is some historical business. This is a historical case. Nothing to do with recent times. This is going back 5 years. So they're going to try and tie this into Wilder Fury 2 somehow. Well, this was 5 years ago. So that's complete and utter poppycock. Complete and utter nonsense. So, yeah. But we know what they're going to try. Come with that nonsense. This is very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Something that's happening right now in the background. Let me see. Let me check. Let's change it up again. Okay, that's good. Okay, just going through some more comments now. Okay, so when he stopped taking them, that's when he ballooned up to 400 pounds. That makes sense. Yes. Yeah, it's rife, but it doesn't mean they're all on it. They're not all on it. Not all on it. Just tickle it. Hey, it don't matter. It don't matter. You know what I mean? It's still a good cafe. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Much appreciated for that, Pablo Diablo. Everybody can try it. Everybody can try it. See if it works for you. Yeah, there are clean athletes and not so clean athletes. Just coming to the end of the comments now. It's coming to the end of the comments. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. I'm still, shouldn't have said that because I'm still scrolling down. Farmers probably just trying to get money for a new tractor. Let me ask people a question. Before I close this thing down. Do you believe? So this is the question for everybody. I want you to write your answers in the comment section. I'm going to try and make the question as straightforward as possible. Do you believe that Tyson Fury? Do you believe that the farmer was promised money for handing in false statements? I repeat, do and write your answers in the chat, please, just to get an idea. Do you believe that the farmer was promised money for writing false statements? Yay or nay? And you can elaborate if you wish to, as OBZ has done. Do you believe that the farmer was promised money in return for writing false statements? Yeah, a bribe is the same. A bribe is the same thing. The Boxing Jedi. I think a bribe is the same thing. Do you believe that Tyson Fury was promised money for writing false statements? Okay. I'm going to come to that. I'm going to come to your responses in a second. At the very least, say yay or nay. I'm very curious. Very, very curious. Tyson, the farmer's trying to keep himself going with all the vegan nut madness going on. Okay, so let's get into the answers. I'm going to ask the question one more time. Do you believe that the farmer was promised money in return for writing false statements? Okay, I got some answers here. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Yes, but it don't matter now. Okay, so that's a yes. Yes, probably. No, I believe he was bribed. Oh, bribed by Heyman to lie. Okay. I believe the farmer has shot himself in the foot. Do you believe, Pablo Diablo, that the farmer was promised money to write the false statements? The issue here is the 5-year gap. I think he would have come out earlier if it were true. But you're not answering the question, Philip. Do you believe the farmer was promised money to write the false statements? Not Tyson, probably from his cousin or uncle. Okay, so that's a yes. He did snitch on himself. Well, it does matter. Because what if Hamer beat Fury and fought Klitschko? Yeah. So overwhelmingly, it appears from our small poll that people believe that Tyson Fury or agents acting on behalf of Tyson Fury promised to pay So it appears that the consensus view is that parties or agents of the Furies offered money for the false statements. We don't know if that money was forthcoming. Clearfoot said it was not. So that's the issue here. Overwhelming evidence of many nefarious acts over the course of the years. Fury will remain unscathed because a third Wilder fight and the AJ unification fight will amass him 500 million. Okay, those are optimistic figures, Peli Grosso, but thank you for your contribution. I don't know if I believe him, but I defo believe Fury was, sounds like a setup. Who got set up though? Who got set up? There's no consequence for Fury. He's got a 100 mil contract, so he can pay 5 mil for damages. You really believe that's a 100 mil contract fighting the likes of Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallin? You think he got 20 million a piece for those fights? Do you think he got 40 mil for those two fights? I'm not so sure, my friend. I think cut that in half and you're nearer to the ballpark figure if we're talking realistic figures and not fairy tale figures. Hey, but that's a bad precedent for the future. Indeed. Okay, so I think we've mashed it up here. We've had words from all sides. We've had the Tyson, we've had the farmer, Martin Clearfoot. We've had his side. We've had the Clearfoot side. I think I've seen enough of Clearfoot. Let's just go back to the towel. Yeah, let's go back to that. Yeah. So if we chopped it up comprehensively, we've had the Clearfoot side, the farmer. We've had the Warren side. Justice for farmers. We've had the Warren side, and we've heard from Mauricio Suleiman. We've chopped it up, ladies and gentlemen. We've chopped it up left, right, and center. So, what can I say? It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And, we've come to the end of another one. It was an impromptu one. Had to give you the latest information. You know how we do. Thank you for Aaron. What? Pablo Diablo for the super chat. Thank you guys for all coming into the chat and making it another successful one. We are moving. And of course, we got the live show. Yeah. I mean, it's not really a boxing talk with Rafi. This is just me talking about a particular topic. Just a particular topic. We're back with the boxing talk with Rafi on Monday, as you know, Mondays and Wednesdays, 10 p.m. UK time. And it's a good one. The Tyson Fury in bribery scandal allegation. What say you? Thank you to Pablo Diablo for smashing that super chat button. Thank you guys for coming in and hopefully smashing the like button. If you've not been here before, then for sure, and enjoy it, then for sure, smash the subscribe button. And for those of you on Twitter, for sure, hit that Twitter button. The Twitter link. The Twitter link is in the description box. And what can I say? It's boxing. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comment. It's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Okay. See you on Monday. Boxing talk with Rafi. And what can I say? My final words are or is blessed Let me change that background. Let me get rid of that background. Okay. See you on Monday. Boxing Talk with Rafi. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it's the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And I'm out.